coming into Christmas and I just lost my job. I'm so depressed and can't see where the next opportunity will come from. I don't know what to do. Which obviously isn't a question, but is a statement, I think, echoed probably by a lot of people at the moment, as we've just gone through serious mergers and, removals of agency brands in this country. And even, on the marketing and client side, there are people losing their jobs. How do we keep our heads up during this time?
Yeah, I mean, the first of all is acknowledging just how hard it is. I've just been nurturing my stepson through a few months in that position, and it's, you've really got to have a plan and fight back against the potential sort of negative toxic spiral. So, it's upping your self-care. It's making sure, just watching your thoughts and watching as you're thinking or as you're talking to people, what percentage of your conversation is about problems and issues, and what percentage is about, issues and positive parts of your life. So really sort of monitoring that, because the brain does have a natural negative bias. It's like Teflon, it just slips down there. And so particularly at a time like that, it's so easy to catastrophize. And, as I was saying to my stepson, you're just one day away from getting a job and then this will all fade. But at the time when you don't have that job and you're sitting there, it can feel like it's going to be forever. So it's reminding yourself that, no, life is a long time. You're not going to be unemployed for your whole life. You'll look back on this and it won't mean as much as it's meaning to you right now. So looking for also, talking to as many people as you can who reflect a positive sort of reflection of you. I find that's really good as well. So going to support networks, not isolating or not just pretending everything's okay when it's not. Because if you suppress all that angst and anxiety, that's when it really starts to sort of harm the body and the mind, and your mood. Yeah. So it's a few things from me.
Have you, obviously you're okay at the moment, Liv, have you been in this situation or have people come to you for advice around this at the moment?
Advice, a little bit, yes. And experience, yes. Unfortunately, I have experienced this, and it's really not fun. A few years ago now, and it feels like a memory. But I'll tell you what, in that moment, it felt like the world was crumbling, and and also, this is not healthy, but my self-worth is connected to my career and my creativity. So it was a real hit. So I really I feel very genuinely compassionate for the person who's asked this question. I don't actually think I have any good advice to offer, because I don't think I did the right thing by me and my mental health at the time. I remember going to I'm going to do yoga every day. And even that wasn't healthy. I was just so strict with myself, trying to make some sense of routine. But what did help me get through that period was there was quite a few other people in my situation as well. So I felt like I had a bit of a team of people we could catch up and just be each other's support, because we'd all gone through the same thing at the exact same time. And the other thing that I felt really, really helpful, and I spent a fair bit of energy in, was reaching out to people that I just wanted to tap on the shoulder, and say, look, what's the industry like? How should I place myself? Can I take you out for that coffee thing again? Yeah. Tapping into my network. And after every conversation that I had, I felt closer to a new opportunity, one that actually led to a full-time opportunity. I felt reinvigorated and confident in myself, because I was meeting with people that were like, you've got this. Even just hearing from people that you love and trust, it's going to be fine. You're not the first person to be made redundant. Those things really actually kind of put things into perspective for me. But no advice other than, oh my gosh, I get it. And just follow what Martine said. That sounds amazing, and I wish I knew a few years back how to manage it better.
Yeah, it's so hard when you're the person who it's happening to.
Oh gosh,
it's really hard. You know?
And they say, oh, it's not personal. Oh, it feels bloody personal.
It does feel personal. That's right.
Like, it feels really
not
personal.
about you, but it's so hard not to make it about you.
And I think that's
really tough.
That's the hard bit, right? Like it is that it's you can say there's lots of people in the same boat, or hey, like you're great, but actually at the time it feels like, well, it's me and I'm the person here and I'm the one that's experiencing it. One thing I have seen is that, like, turn it into a project. So, like you just said, Liv, you've got people that you know, or you've got people that you might want to meet for a coffee. Get this out. It's actually kind of like new business.
It's actually a really good way to tap people on the shoulder, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah. But then also, like, plan it out, list it out. These are all the people I want to meet. Here's the stage I'm at in terms of meeting them. Maybe one of them resulted in an interview and I got it through to like the third stage. But all of those things, then you're getting noticed, you're a face, and you're more than a face. You're a person that's got some values and integrity around how they talk about their work. And I think that really helps, because you turn it into something. Those are the bits that you can control. I can control whether I got this, how I did in that meeting. I can control reaching out to someone for a coffee when there's so much that's kind of out of your control in that moment. And then the other part that I thought that you sort of nailed perfectly was this community. Like, the more and more people in the boat with you, the more and more people you've got to reach out to and discuss this stuff with. So we've got, like I said before, we've got Never Not Finishing Schools in its final week next week. And I watch the community that's starting to happen in the groups. And, one of the participants just last week said, hey, I know there's a bunch of us here from Melbourne. Let's all go and get a coffee next week.
Oh, I love that.
It's like, yes, do that. Like, that's the thing. Now you're helping each other, and you might hear of an opportunity that's not quite right for you, but that might be right for somebody else, and and vice versa. So use that. The more you try and tackle this on your own, the harder it will get.
Yeah. Don't isolate.
Yeah.
And even things like reaching out to run your resume past someone, or get some support with that. Can be good.
Yeah. And that's very much, that's the Never Not Creative thing. Yeah. So, if anyone is out there and wants thoughts on a resume, or that's, like, hit us up.
Yeah.
I would, the number of random meetings I just have of just like, I had one the other week, and we got into like how to talk about yourself, and how to, like, find the things about you that would be potentially interesting to somebody else. So you can join. I'll pop a link in a little bit around joining our Slack, and you can just get direct access to people who would be willing to help you out. So do make the most of that.
Sometimes it's a good time to actually go and do, like, there's so many free online courses.
Yes.
To go and, like, do something that you really learn something about, that you're really passionate about, because then when you do go for your interviews, you sort of bring that passion and that interest and that point of interest, and it just helps with that, getting that positive spiral.
Yeah, and it shows that you're not just sat there, right? Like, it shows that you're actively doing stuff, for sure.
Yeah. Something that just my final thought on this, again, of personal reflection from that time, is that doing something really hard made me learn more about me. And that experience was a massive growth period for me. I felt like I came out of it with a different sense of resilience and strength. So, not that, like, good things come from negative things, but I think there's this understanding of this reflection of growth that I think happened from that experience is something that I really appreciate coming out of a challenging time.
Yeah, I think that's a really beautiful point, Olivia, because it's often we're so busy that we don't get to sit with ourselves. And so it's at times like that when it's actually, you do get to know yourself and have that time to spend and get to know your idiosyncrasies a bit better.
Yeah. Totally. And it's something you can control, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're in control of when you do that.
Yeah, Andy, that makes a lot of sense to me. That a sense of, like, this is like what you can control in the uncontrollable, like that, like take any opportunity that you can with that. Yeah.
Do the ironing. I always know I'm upset when I iron. My partner's going, "Are you okay?"
I'm just taking control.
I am now. Look at that crease. Yeah.